Welcome in, everybody, to Fantasy Pros. This is the Fantasy Football live stream. Start 'em, sit 'em. Week 11, the guns are out. Look at Erickson. God, you can't see it because it's in the slide over. Just put the guns in. This is a family show, but look at that. Look at the peak on that bad boy. See, people think like, oh, Erickson's like a tiny little skinny guy. He's not. He is tall. He is cut. He is ready to rock this week for all of you out there in fantasy football world. We just did the Betting Pros show. That's going to be live in just a few hours probably. So get ready for that. Make sure you subscribe over there as well. But we're here to help all of you. Andrew Erickson, I am single-handedly helping save his Thanksgiving because I told him that he shouldn't pout. He shouldn't worry. I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice. And that list is just Mike Vrabel and Mike Vrabel. Those are the two names for the next head coach of the New England Patriots. So Erickson, you're drinking this Kool-Aid that I'm trying to sell you, right?
100%. It makes so much sense. Mm-hmm. You know, no one can step in the shadow of Bill Belichick probably better than a guy that's in the Patriots Hall of Fame. Like, there you go. And that's Mike Vrabel.
Beloved by Patriot fans. Beloved.
Because everyone else would be terrified to step into the shadow of Bill Belichick. I mean, stepping into the shadow of Tom Brady is hard enough, and that's obviously been another disaster.
That has not gone well.
So, he has a relationship with Kraft, the Kraft family. They love him. Patriots fans love him. And he's a good coach. Like, at the end of the day, like, he's shown, like, in Tennessee with subpar talent, he has delivered. As probably one of the best coaches, as, like, an underdog. Probably him and Mike Tomlin are, like, the two coaches that come to mind. It's like, they get the most out of the worst talent, and Patriots right now,
we've got the worst talent.
Exactly.
Check. I'm rocking my Bengals gear tonight, supporting my boy Joe Burrow. All Joes support other Joes. That's what we do here in our club. Because I love. There's nothing more that I love than Joe Burrow coming off a bad loss as an underdog. Like it's money in the bank. I can't wait for it tonight. They're gonna win this football game. I'm even more confident than I was about the Denver Broncos on Monday night. That I'm even more confident about this one tonight. So we shall see. But we're here to help all of you. If you've got questions, we've got answers. Drop them in the chat. But before we do, attention, everybody. Now you got to stick with me because there's a little bit of complication here. But we're giving away free stuff. Everybody knows we're giving away free stuff. So the next big thing that we're giving away is a very special piece. It's a Keenan Allen jersey. But I want you all to understand first about our sponsor today, Pristine Auction. They're sponsoring today's live stream. And if you haven't already, check out pristineauction.com. Do it right now. It's perfect time. The holidays are coming. They're the go-to place for sports memorabilia, collectibles, and auctions start at just $1. That's all you got to spend. All Erickson's relatives all say that. $1. So imagine snagging an authentic autograph without breaking the bank. They've got over 1,000 items up for grabs all day, and they're all the real deal. So they all come with that certification of authenticity. That's very important. And you need that to make sure that you're getting the real legitimate thing here. You're getting the good stuff backed by the reputable authenticators in the business. And Pristine Auction is hooking you up with some cool giveaways. And if you want a chance to win a signed Keenan Allen Los Angeles Chargers jersey today, we're giving it away, not during the show, but today, this is what you need to do. Subscribe to the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel. Check right now. Do it. Comment below in this video. There you go. At any given time, comment below. And then you have to sign up at pristineauction.com using the link in the video description. So you see the little link in the video description, go use that and use that promo code FantasyPros because that's how we're going to pick the winner. So when you sign up at Pristine Auction, use the promo code FantasyPros. You have just entered yourself to win this jersey today. It's a great looking jersey. Again, don't forget, pristineauction.com, FantasyPros is the code. You get $10 off your first order, but one of you lucky people who follow all the rules is going to win this bad boy today. Thursday only, Keenan Allen jersey. We're giving it away right here. I wish you talk like that for the entire show one time. But seriously, I want you to win this. Please go win this today. Follow directions. Erickson, are you good at following directions? Are you a rebel or do you follow directions? You look like a bad boy rebel. You look like that guy that all the girls in high school went after. It's like Andrew Erickson. He's such a rebel. He's like his own guy. I just love that about him. Got that smoldering look.
That is not accurate.
It's not accurate at all. No, our producer John was a bad boy for sure in high school. Yes. John was definitely the bad boy.
100%.
Yeah, John was hanging out there by the lockers.
I don't even know if he went to class.
No, John was hanging out there. He had that 1 foot up on the locker. You know what I mean? Like that one leg behind him. Yeah. Girls walk by. Sup, girl. Yeah, wearing the varsity jacket for the chess club. Yeah, just rocking that bad boy. All right, let's get after the questions. Let's start here. Let's go to Kimberly. You're up first. I love how many of the ladies are in the chat lately. I love it. Football is a place for everybody, and I think we have more female fans than any other place. And I think that that's awesome. Very excited about that. Kimberly, Singletary or Jerome Ford? This is a very important one. It's full PPR. I'm a game out of playoff contention. She says, let's go. So I just did a DFS show, and Debro was kind of poo-pooing Singletary a little bit in that game. He was very pro Jerome Ford. Where do you stand on this one here? DTR is going to be quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. That's a big question mark here against the Pittsburgh Steelers with that pass rush too with TJ Watt. Wrong Watt. Singletary or Jerome Ford? Which one would you start this week?
I'm going to start Devin Singletary. Let's compare the matchups. You got Texans, Cardinals in a dome, fun environment, or Steelers, Browns in a game with like a 30-point total.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play the game environment with Singletary coming off, a monster game. And this is assuming Dameon Pierce isn't playing, right? I assume that.
Let's assume. Well, let's give her the
circumstance. He's not practicing,
so
yeah.
If he does play,
I would play Ford, yeah. But if it's just Pierce, or excuse me, if it's just Singletary, which it looks like because Pierce didn't practice today, so Singletary for me.
All right, let's go to Daryl Owens' question. Should I pair Flowers with Chase tonight? Opponent has Lamar and have Garrett Wilson in the flex, or go with Ridley over Flowers? All right, let's break this down here because once again, it's something I always say, which is put your best players. Yeah. Forget who the other team is playing. It does not matter. They're still playing Lamar Jackson, whether you play. Like if Lamar Jackson goes off, maybe you're lucky and you get to go along with that. So Flowers and Chase, is that the way to go, or do you want to go Ridley? Now I sound like Squirrely Dan from Letterkenny. Would you like to go Ridley's over there? What do you want to do here? You want to do Ridley or you want to do Flowers in tonight's lineup?
I want to do Flowers and Chase.
What about Ridley over Garrett Wilson? You want to play Garrett Wilson? I don't.
I do.
You do?
Garrett Wilson has been really good with bad quarterback. Calvin Ridley has been really bad with Trevor Lawrence.
Bad with good quarterback. There you go. All right, let's go to next one is Jackson Peterson. Monty or Hollywood at the flex in full PPR. Now, Jahmyr Gibbs had a big game last week. But again, Hollywood is tempting against the Texans. I'd rather go with Monty. Where do you want to go here?
I just lean the running back. Look, I think these Lions running backs are just going to keep scoring points. And you're just going to keep playing them. So, Monty.
All right, let's go to the next one here. Carlos A. Munoz Lopez. This week, Stroud or Dak Prescott, Kincaid or Logan Thomas. I'm going to keep this one simple for you. Kincaid for sure.
Yeah.
The Dak and Stroud conversation, I get it. I mean, I get why you consider them close, but Dak has been so good last couple weeks too. Like it's really hard not to play Dak against Carolina. What do you think?
I won't be a prisoner of the moment, but I'll take Stroud. Again, I don't
think there's a wrong answer there.
Right. I think but I will take the guy that's playing in a, I just think that the game environment is better for Cardinals Texans. Like that game should shoot out. Is Carolina going to want to shoot out with the Dallas Cowboys? Probably not. So.
All right, let's go to the next one here. Mike Matthews, Pokemon or Hollywood Brown?
I really do like Hollywood, but Puka's tough to read right now. Like, what are your expectations of the Rams out of the bye week?
My concern is Stafford's health.
And also 3-6.
That game.
Like,
the record doesn't I don't care. Like the record is not the problem here. My problem is the Stafford health. And I heard, Andrew Wentworth on talking about Stafford dealing with a lot of injuries right now. And that's concerning to me. Like he went out and just said that there was more than just a thumb, that there were other things he's dealing with. And that's a hard sell because like investability is very tough. I like the total on that game. So I think Hollywood in some ways is the safer option.
I think Hollywood for me, especially because Hollywood's coming off his worst game of the season with Kyler Murray. Like that's not going to last. Right? So I think Hollywood's a safer play. Like I think it's okay to be like, I want to see Stafford healthy. I think that's a fair thing to make with some of these Rams players. Be like, hey, show me that you're healthy. And it's not like Seattle's defense is like this horrible unit. Like they've played pretty good. They've improved, especially since week 1 when the Rams beat the Seahawks. So I don't expect that to happen again. So I'll take Hollywood.
All right, let's go to Michael A.O. A-Pros. I love the channel. Pick 2 RBs. Henry, Mixon, or Javonte Williams in the PPR. I want Mixon and Javonte. Who do you want?
I agree.
There you go. Mandalorian 24. Start Thielen, Warren, or Kincaid in the flex spot in the half PPR. Tricky. I mean, Thielen's been so good, it's really hard to sit him. I know Warren's coming off a good game, and Kincaid's very good too. Like, who's your tight end, Mandalorian, that you're not playing Kincaid? I think your answer is you've got to trade whoever that other tight end is because Kincaid should be playing. And if not, then trade Kincaid if you have Kelsey, if that's the way it looks. Like, you can't go with this all week.
So I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna go with Thielen here. And I think that we talked about this on the Start Sit show, where Frank Reich is taking back play calling duties, and we've seen Thielen's numbers fall off the last 3 weeks when Frank Reich wasn't calling plays. So again, you could see those targets back up in Thielen's favor when this offense was playing a little bit better with Bryce Young, as I mean, he's their best wide receiver. So against Dallas, you're expecting negative game script. Dallas doesn't have any cornerbacks that are just going to like completely shut down the passing game. Obviously, the pass rush is a big problem, but there should be plenty of passing attempts for Thielen. And I never want to flex tight ends. Like, I get like, oh, this tight end looks really good. He's playing really well. It's like tight ends just naturally have less upside than wide receivers do. So if I don't have to start two of them, I mean, I can barely start one of them. So half the time. So I'd rather just start the receiver.
Look, I got to tell you, like, I think Kincaid's going to have a good game. I like the Bills in a bounce back, so I want Kincaid in my lineup somehow. So you got to check what you're doing here with those tight ends. Gabriel Ratcliffe, start 2. Ridley, Lockett, Trenton Irwin, Myers, Spears. That's who you have to pick from here. I think Lockett's in. I want to lock in Lockett.
Lockett and Ridley.
Lockett and Ridley. Yospa, full PPR, James Cook or Jerome Ford?
Ford.
Okay. Are we done with James Cook? Is the James Cook experiment over?
I just think it is what it is. Like, he doesn't get red zone work. He's explosive. He's sometimes using the passing game, but doesn't score a lot of touchdowns. So,
I can't wait to see what the Bills look like without Ken Dorsey, because there's a world where it's better. There's a world where it's not. And I'm just fascinated to see which world that is against the Jets defense. And I don't even know if that's the best barometer, but I'm going to be watching.
I think, too, it's fair to... I don't think James Cook's been so good where it's like, oh, I can't sit this guy. I can't afford to miss out on, like, what big game...
Right, it's not like when you watch Bijan Robinson touch the ball 10 times and you want to throw something at your television set. It's not like that.
No. So I think it's worth it to see, like, okay, like, maybe they just turn him into a 3-down workhorse. Like, great, I have him moving forward. But then what if Leonard Fournette is active? And they're like, let's get Lenny involved. Like, okay, that's bad. So...
Leonard Fournette, Pandito Jr., not to be forgotten, Pandito Sr. Half PPR, Debo or Henderson in the flex spot.
I want no part of Darrell Henderson whatsoever.
Debo for me too. Spencer Mayer, help. Do I trade Brian Robinson for DJ Moore? The Fields thumb scares me. I do that trade. If you can get DJ Moore down the stretch for Brian Robinson, I do that trade 100 times.
I mean, I think Fields thumb is fine.
Fine.
Should be fine. I mean,
they've been out for a month.
They said that he could potentially have came back in that Thursday game, but they said, well, let's just give him an extra 10 days. Like, right. I think Fields is going to be great this week.
I do too. I got him in DFS lineups already. Cade Pearson's better on FanDuel. He's cheap there. Cade Pearson, full PPR, 2 tight end premium. Gross. Ferguson or Diontae Johnson. 5-5 needing a W here. I'm going to go with Ferguson here because he's getting a ton of red zone looks. And Dak loves him. So this one's easy for me. Tight end premium, it's Ferguson.
Yeah.
2 point per reception for tight ends. Doesn't matter. I want the red zone target.
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson hasn't scored a touchdown since 2021.
Well, he did score one a couple times.
That's right. He did have one. Yeah.
had the anytime touchdown. That's how I know.
Oh, by the way, you wanted to know what the anytime touchdown line was for our boy.
I want 3 touchdowns for Tony Pollard.
3?
Yes.
I don't know. I can give you 2. You want to know what the 2 is?
I don't want to. I want 3.
Well, why don't you? Okay, no, wait. It's wrong.
They're going to give him the hat trick. If he's going 2, he's going 3.
You want to take a guess what that number is? I got it up.
3? I hope it's good.
Plus 2,100.
That's not even good enough to me.
Well, because you're asking a little much. It's plus 460 for the 2.
So you said plus 2,100 for
plus
3 touchdowns?
That's pretty good.
Dude, I can get plus. I mean, I got better first touchdown for Donald Parham than 3 touchdowns.
Well, yes, but that was a different. First touchdown's even wackier. Sun God, full PPR, Achane or Mostert. Other RBs are Gibbs and Jacobs. Now, here's my point of this one. I would lean towards Achane, Mostert, Gibbs of the 3 guys I'm starting. I would fade Jacobs. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's how I feel. I want everything Miami this week. And Gibbs, I don't think you can sit anymore. What do you think?
Yeah, I would just start both Dolphins running backs and just
the same
hope that they combine.
So who are you sitting? You're gonna sit Gibbs or Jacobs because you only play 3.
Jacobs because he plays on the worst offense. He's
got
the shakiest floor.
There you go. See, Sun God, we fixed your problems. Let's go to Brento Box. Are you a sushi guy, Erickson?
Yeah,
you look like a sushi guy to me. I think you're a sushi guy. I don't like sushi. Love Japanese food. Don't like the sushi. I like the
Like
tempura.
raw fish part of
Yeah,
it?
it's the raw fish. It's the seaweed. The
Oh,
seaweed
seaweed.
texture to me,
Yeah,
it just throws it just
that's
no
fair.
bueno. No bueno for me. A friend of mine told me they went to a Costa Rican sushi place this weekend where it was like fried plantains and like beef and things like that. So it was like almost Spanish style food, but in sushi form. That I'm willing to look past. I really like that. John says sushi is the 101 of food, and John is wrong. Like, just wrong. Like that is such a
I
bad
think it's
take, John. I
good.
love
I
you. It's
mean,
not the 101 of foods.
that's, I mean,
No.
that's a poll that is going to stand the
No,
test of
I don't
time.
even want to put that poll up
Yeah,
there, bro.
you can't
It's
put
not
that
the
poll
101
out there.
of food. Let's go to Brento Box had a question. We should probably get to the question. Who should I start? Geno Smith or Kyler Murray? I'm starting Kyler. Give me the rushing.
Yeah, Kyler looked good. Dude, he looked
He looked
all
great.
things Stewie. Stewie with the phone, the cell phone. Oh, I love it.
He just looked just like it. KC, Charbonnet, Guyton, Kyle Phillips, KJ Osborn, pick 3. Yes, believe it or not, I am in first place. KC. I was gonna question. I was like, this is not going well. Guyton and Phillips are intriguing to me. I think Charbonnet, Guyton, Phillips is how I would go. Osborn, not healthy. I think he's trending towards playing this week, but I think Guyton, Phillips, and Charbonnet gives you the best bet. That's where I'm putting my money. Where do you think here, Erickson?
Man, this is a weird team if he has to start 3 of these guys. Almost
My
all of his
guess
teams
is
are on
it's like this
buys.
horrible storm of buys and
Yeah.
injuries, maybe. Like, if you're still in first place, like, who's on bye this week, too? I mean, so
Patriots,
is this team just
Saints,
the Eagles?
Well, the Eagles are playing this week. They were on bye week last
Oh,
week.
that's right. The Eagles. Right, the Eagles are on last. So wait, yeah.
It's a
You can't be in
Saints,
first place with all these Patriots and Saints. That's impossible.
Dude, his team is just that good around it. He has all these Patriots and Saints players and stills in first place. Yeah, I agree with what you said. Like Osborn is coming off the concussion. Like Phillips was good last week. Guyton plays in a good offense. Runs a lot of routes, and Charbonnet has been getting decent involvement as good running back. So
Now, if you need extra help setting your lineups, making pickups, or just running teams that you just don't want to run anymore because they haven't gone your way, well, my playbook is for you. If you're confused on who to start, don't worry. My playbook will make the right choice for you. Take the guesswork out. Take out all the stress of lineup management. And you could also set all your lineups from one spot. Use the autopilot tool. It'll make life easy to manage your fantasy team lineups, get suggested lineup changes via email, and have auto swap available in case somebody's inactive at the last minute, especially this week with the holidays going on, boys and girls. This is a great thing to have because you might not know. You're at Nana's house eating turkey. Next thing you know, somebody's out of the 4 o'clock game and you have no idea what's going on. Autopilot will fix all that for you. Now, it won't fix the fact that, you might have to eat cranberry sauce at Nana's house too, but that's okay. My Playbook, fantasypros.com/myplaybook, or just download My Playbook on the App Store, wherever you get your apps. Get all your apps. Get them all. Andrew Erickson, let's get back to the questions here. We've got Jonathan Arzuaga. Should I start Robinson Jr. and Kincaid over Ford and Kittle this week?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Yep, I agree. Will Newsom, half PPR. Should I start Swift or Pacheco?
I like Swift a lot this week, so
Yeah,
I'm going
me
to start
too.
him.
I like them both, but I think Pacheco against the Eagles run
the
defense
Chiefs,
a little tougher.
We know the Chiefs, their weakness is the run, and
Yep.
Swift off a bye week.
Yep.
Like he could get
We'll
fed.
get up a ton of yards. Jen Richard, our good friend Jen's here. Hey guys, PPR, flex Spears or Johnston this week? Yikes. Yikes, Erickson. Big yikes.
I'm not playing Quinn Johnson. So
I think it's Spears too. I agree. Trevor Hassel. Hey boys, who do I start? 12-team full PPR. Puka, Tank, or Mixon?
Tank.
And he says, thanks for all the hard work.
Tank.
I would start Mixon. I would start Tank too. Tank is highly startable this week, especially if Noah Brown is sketch for this week too. Then you're really down to less wide receivers.
Why Mixon over Tank? Tank's been phenomenal.
Tank has been phenomenal. I want to start them both. I just like the touches of the running back, but I might be able to. It's possible. But if you
he didn't say start one, so that's fair.
That's right. He's a 12-team who PPR, Puka, Tank, or Mixon.
Yeah,
so
Tank,
I want to get
Mixon, Puka in that order.
Yeah. Okay. I would go Mixon, Tank, Puka, but Puka is the third guy. We both want Mixon. We both want Tank. Kinky Tasm, another one of our pals here. Hey, pros. Always a joy when I get to watch you live. Aw, Kinky. Start one in the flex half PPR. Sutton, Flowers, or DeVonta Smith. Mahalu, Nuai Lau. I don't even know.
Is that
Mahalo, I know, but Nui Lau, I believe, is how you say it. I'm sure it's nice. That's all I know.
I'm gonna go with DeVonta Smith and hope that he sees that workload increase with Dallas Goedert injured.
I think that's a very wise way to go. I also want to say, for everybody that gave my friend here, Andrew Erickson, crap last year for Courtland Sutton has delivered in 2023. So you know what? I think you deserve an apology. I think people should go out there, and I think they should be sending you, nice little notes, edible arrangements. It's the holiday season. You were right. It just took a little bit longer. That's all. You just had to get rid of the worst coach in football. It's Urban Meyer, and then it was Hackett. They were like right there, neck. I mean, they were right there. Could you imagine? Like, think about some of the coaches that have gotten jobs in the last couple of years and how bad they have been in the NFL level. Oh, so bad. And you never see coaches now come from college ranks and have success in the NFL. That never happens anymore. That ship has sailed. Jimmy Johnson is the last head coach coming from a successful college program to go to make a successful NFL roster and actually win a lot of football games and win championships. There hasn't been anybody in the last 25 years, I feel like, that's done that for any extended period of time. Can you name one? Can you name a college coach who's come into the NFL and been good in the last 20 years? I can't.
Yeah, no, I think there was like one. I mean, it'd be what, Harbaugh, right?
But Harbaugh was an NFL guy first with San Fran.
Wasn't he in the college ranks before that?
Oh, was he Stanford coach? He was a
Stanford
coach, right?
But that's
he was
it.
Okay with Stanford. He was okay.
But he was still a college coach. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, he was a college coach, and then
he was a college coach. Like, but he was also an NFL player. I think that's a little bit different. Well, he was an NFL quarterback for
but again, like,
it's a good conversation.
You're right about the list is not long at all. or existent.
John saying Pete Carroll, but Pete Carroll was an NFL coach first.
Yeah, John.
He coached for the Patriots and the Jets, and then went to USC, and then left USC as soon as he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar for Seattle, and he's been there ever since. So to go straight from college straight to the pros and have success, just Jimmy Johnson. I'm telling you, people don't get enough credit. Now, look, I want to give you credit. I want to give everybody out there, put your listening ears on. I'm going to do this another couple times so you know what's going on. All right, I want you to get involved in this giveaway we got going today. Pristine Auction is hooking you up with some cool giveaways. If you want a chance to win this signed Keenan Allen jersey from the Los Angeles Chargers, here's what you need to do. Subscribe to Fantasy Pros channel right now. Comment below in this video right now. And then, part 3, sign up at pristineauction.com and use the link in our video description with the registration code FantasyPros, because when you do, you become eligible immediately today, this next hour, for this jersey. So don't forget, pristineauction.com. Use the promo code FantasyPros. $10 off your offer, and that's it. That's all you got to do. And your first order could be something amazing, like an autographed, Brandon Ayuk jersey for only $15.75. Scratch that. Make it $5.75. Now I feel like Jim Rome. I feel like that's the way Jim Rome talks. Scratch that. Make it $1.50. Pristineauction.com. Use the promo code FantasyPros. Get $10 off your first order today. Look at that bad boy. It's beautiful. Jim Rome still does shows, doesn't he? Somebody's still paying that guy to do a lot of shows. That's fun. Exactly. Let's go to Ryan Ross. He makes a lot more money than a lot of us combined, I'm sure, though. That guy's done pretty well. He's the guy that got beat up by Jim Everett back in the day. You know that clip back in the day when he kept calling Jim Everett Chris Everett? And he said, if you do it one more time, I'm going to stand up and beat the crap out of you. And he goes, okay, Chris. And then he stands up and he beats the crap out of him. It's a great clip. You should watch that. See, what I'd like to be able to do on this show is have John immediately bring up that YouTube clip so you could watch that and I could watch your reaction live. That's the next level of this show. That's really good. And John says he was smiling as he was getting punched.
I don't promote violence on this show.
No, but I mean, in all fairness, if you say stop calling me Chris Everett, and if you don't, I'm going to do this, and then you do it, at least you had warning. He told him to stop doing it. There you go. And Jim Everett's a big guy. And he laid the hammer down. Ryan Ross. Hey, guys. As always, you guys bring the juice. That's right. Need a tight end, preferably the highest ceiling. Evan Ingram, Dalton Schultz, or Jake Ferguson. I think it's between Schultz and Ferguson here, Erickson. Which one do you want?
It's probably Ferguson, just because the touchdowns up. He's got a lot of touchdown upside.
Yeah. I think tricky one here. Yeah, I think I go with Ferguson too, but Schultz has been really good. Like she's been pretty solid too. Rafael Negron, Dotson versus Giants or Samuel versus Giants. Who's a better start? I think it's Dotson.
Yeah.
Sarkar Shiro, Gabe Davis, Christian Watson, or Pickens in the PPR.
Watson.
Watson, why?
Gabe Davis is playing the Jets and has duck hands. Can't catch the ball. George Pickens is playing in the worst game of the century in terms of how many points are going to be scored. Don't want any. I mean, I would try to avoid Steelers and Browns like as humanly possible as you can. So look, Watson, you're just praying he comes down with a deep ball. He's playing the Chargers. Their defense is horrible. So.
JSB 619 half PPR, Pollard and Ridley for Pacheco and Thielen. So what side of this deal you want to be on? Pollard and Ridley or Pacheco and Thielen?
I'm not trading Pollard.
You're not trading Pollard. So you want the Pollard side.
Yep.
Okay, there you go. See, that's the side you want to be on. We don't know which side he's getting. He's just laying it out there, which is probably the way you should do it. JSB is doing it the right way. He is giving us a trade. We don't know what side it is. We're just picking the side, and he or she has not made the trade yet. See, the worst is when you make the trade and you ask us what we think, and then we feel bad when you say, how did I do? And you didn't do well. That makes me sad. Makes me sad, depressed. I don't like that. Sly the Panda. Trade Tank Dell for DJ Moore. What side do you want to be on that one?
I like DJ Moore's rest of the season schedule, but Tank Dell is a rookie and is breaking out all over the place. Also already had his bye week.
That's
so
a good point
think
too.
I think I'm just going to keep Dell.
Wait, Bears haven't had their bye yet? My God. No. Feels like they have, but they haven't. Ugh. Ken L, start Achane or Javonte this week? Ooh, that's a tough one. It's a tough one. First game back for the Achane.
I mean, it's risk reward. Like, I think Javonte has a much higher floor, but I just can't bench Achane. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just can't.
Yeah, Ken,
I can't wake up,
way to get both these guys
look in the mirror and think, I left 200 yards on the bench today.
You got to get both these guys in a lineup. You have to. They're both too startable. They're both RB1s this week, I think.
Like, I guess for me, it's like I would just bench Javonte because, like, Denver's offense is not good. It's just
yeah, I know, but he's been good the last 3 weeks. So
yeah, but
Tyson's got a question. Tyson Koenig, Lamar or Stroud? Do you want to play Lamar tonight against the Bungles, or you want to play CJ Stroud this weekend?
Dude, Lamar's going to put all this fantasy football slander to rest after tonight when he destroys the Bengals defense.
Nope. Joe B and the Bengals find a way.
No, I don't care if they win or lose. I'm just saying Lamar's going to have a massive game. Like, he's going to put up a ton of points. So
I'd play Stroud. Just saying, Tyson. I'm playing Stroud.
Lamar's had enough. 30
all
points.
All right. Jay Howell, Jerome Ford, or Pollard? Oh, yikes. Come on. It's Pollard.
See, this is why I brought up Pollard on the Start Sit Show, because I knew we were going to get questions like this. So I said, start Pollard.
How many touchdowns is he going to score this week?
3.
How many is Rico Dowdle going to score?
Maybe 1. But
I think that's the number. What's Rico Dowdle's number, you think? Anytime touchdown score?
It should be, what? Anytime touchdown, it's probably not even. It's probably juiced up because if they're playing the Panthers.
So what do you think that number is? Plus what? It's plus. You know it's plus, but what do you think it is?
And anytime, I would say plus 400.
No, plus 270. It's worse than you think.
That's what I mean. It's totally juiced. And let me guess, Pollard's at negative odds, right? For anytime touchdown, even though he hasn't scored since week 1, right?
Pollard is at minus 130.
Yeah.
He's minus every week. I feel like.
You'd just be burning money if you bet on him every single week.
He's like the anti-McCaffrey.
Wait,
McCaffrey, you could bet this every single week and you would have won $100,000 if you just kept
start
rolling
the
over.
new McCaffrey streak? Is that to start this week?
Ooh. Yeah, but it's probably juiced too. Like, it's probably minus.
Well, yeah, but like you got to start the streak again. He's gonna score.
I think that's a fun thing to do. I think we're going to try to do that.
We should talk about on the show tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. All right, let's get the last one here from Jay Howell. Tank Dell or Devontae Adams? I'm going Tank Dell. This is no hesitation for me. I have zero hesitation on this. Do you?
Yeah, it's like trying to rewire my brain about like Devontae Adams, but it's like Devontae Adams with Aiden O'Connell. It's just like not the same. It's not the same guy. So yeah, I'm just gonna start Tank Dell.
Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Looking for that number. Okay, I mean, I imagine it's minus 130. That's what I imagine it is. It is minus 220. It's worse than I thought. Forget it. Forget it.
For CMC. Oof.
Yeah, you might have to go multiples for him. Caleb Bowles, would you trade Josh Allen for AJ Brown, Goff, Fields, half PPR? One of those guys. I mean,
Josh Allen.
I don't understand. Are you getting all those guys for Josh Allen? In which case, yes.
You're getting
And if
two
you're just getting,
quarterbacks.
if you're just getting Brown,
No, it's got to be Josh Allen for AJ Brown and Goff, or maybe it's like Josh Allen
Goff
for
or
AJ Brown / Goff or Field. So like one of those quarterbacks and AJ Brown. I don't care. I just
yes,
I'm just
yes,
trading Josh Allen for any
yes.
of those three.
The answer is
Except
just
the two-
yes.
Yeah.
If you're getting all those guys, if you're getting one of those quarterbacks, yes, yes.
AJB.
Joseph
Yeah.
Hocius, full PPR defense, 49ers or Baltimore Ravens. I'm going with the Niners defense. I want the sack totals.
Yeah.
Sack totals are points. Sack totals are turnovers. Get the sacks. Hoodie Lex, bench one, Waddle, Dell, Addison, or Thielen. Ooh, the odd man out, I think, is Thielen this week of that grouping.
Yeah, it'd be either Thielen or Addison for me. I could go. Yeah, Thielen's fine, I think.
Daniel Antonio Yanez Garcia. Who do I start in flex? Derrick Henry or Nico Collins?
I'm just gonna start Texans players. So Nico.
Okay, we are back on track with Nico, right? Like no other.
Yeah, I think that he's been practicing, so he should be fine.
Okay. Let's go to Nebo Railing. Dak, Kyler, or Fields, 4-point passing touchdown.
Dude, okay, I'm just telling you, this is gonna be a problem every single week. So you got to make a trade or something. Having these three quarterbacks on your roster is gonna be really annoying to figure out. I guess
You're gonna laugh, but
Fields.
Dak is the safest one, but I love Fields this week again.
Fields,
you talk about Coors Ford Field all the time.
Yep, that's true.
Coors Ford.
Coors Ford.
But
Nebo,
you got to make some trades. This is the time to do it. You got bye weeks, still floating around there. You've got all these quarterback injuries. Somebody's got to want Kyler or Fields. Somebody's got to want them. You got to.
I mean, I honestly like. If I were this person, I would trade Dak because he's prices at the highest.
You trade whoever gives you back the most,
which is Dak.
That's what you trade. Probably.
He's
Carlos Reina Romo, Joe Burrow, or Sam Howell. I'm playing Joe B tonight.
Yeah,
playing Joe B. That last game again, like I know everyone's like the Giants are sharp when they are. The last game that Sam Howell played against the Giants was not great. It's not a great game.
Sam Howell though has been.
He's been good. Hey man, he's been better than I thought he was going to be. I give him all the credit there. I did not invest.
Like he should have been the first quarterback drafted in that class. like that was originally one of the takes, and then for some reason he got drafted in the 5th round because he had one bad year.
Yeah, well, it was a bad year though. It was bad.
Yeah, well, the Patriots could have drafted him. Instead they drafted Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi ahead.
That's okay. Michael Penix. That's who I want. Mo P. Start Allen or bench for Burrow. I don't understand this question.
I'm going to start Josh Allen.
Okay. Oh, yeah. In my head, I'm thinking Keenan Allen. I don't know why. You know why? Because we're giving away a jersey. So in my head, I just saw Allen. I went Keenan. Ryan C. Hey, pros. Would you trade CMC, Amari, Cooper for ATN, Pittman, and Waddle? I would want CMC Amari side. I don't want to trade CMC. He's a lock touchdown every week. I'm not saying you're not getting value. I think ATN, Pittman, and Waddle is good value.
Well, I guess this person's afraid of like what Amari might be with DCR,
and that's a fair concern.
Be like just nothing, because like I guess like what if he's really hurting at wide receiver? It's like if you have to sacrifice CMC to get ETN, then you get starting receivers.
Look, if your wide receiver core is just straight trash, Ryan, it's okay. Like it's decent value.
Like I think that the step from CMC to ETN, obviously it's a downgrade, but you're getting probably like the second best running back you can get, and then you're getting Pittman and Waddle, which are obvious upgrades over Amari if it goes awry with PTR.
Daniel never misses a show. Daniel caps Keenan. Better flex PPR this week. Ford, DJ, or Ridley? I know people are just so frustrated with Ridley, but I think Ford's probably the right answer too.
Ford.
Green Knight, 116. Who would y'all prefer, Josh Dobbs or Kyler Murray?
Kyler.
Agreed. Let's go to K-Dub 8. Hey, bro, should I start Keaton Mitchell or Ty Chandler in the full PPR?
Chandler.
Kyler or Fields this week?
Fields.
And he says, love what you guys do. Much love. All the love, K-Dub. Love you. Let's go to Nick Fleisch. Full PPR. Pick one. Jared Goff, Kyler Murray, or CJ Stroud? Stroud. That's too many. Oh, I assume this is super flex that we're trying to deal with this here. Yeah. Well, actually, if I'm only picking one, it's not super flex. Again, guys, you can't have all these quarterbacks in single quarterback leagues. You got to start picking up other guys or making trades. Heath Steele, Puka for Pollard.
Yeah,
Pollard,
I would
I
do
like
it.
it.
Yeah.
Carter Fry, who would you trade away? Ekeler for CD straight up, or I also have Achane and Pollard and no elite wide receivers. So Ekeler for CD Lamb straight up, I think is fine if you have Achane and Pollard still, because I think that's going to give you back the best guy, which is CD Lamb. I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can do it for Achane, I think it's better because Achane could not be as prolific as those 2 games before he got hurt. So Ekeler might be a little steadier, maybe. Seems to be healthier. The volume of carries went up recently. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's go to Slim Tito. Slim Tito wants to know, Joe Burrow or Tua this week?
Well, I mean, you like Joe Burrow. I like Tua.
I like
but
Tua
not
this
more
week
than
in the rankings.
Okay.
I would say Tua is the smarter play for fantasy points this week.
Okay. Tua.
And Achane or Javonte. Here we go again.
Well,
if you're playing Tua, you might as well. You're in for a penny, in for a pound. Just go all the way in. Greg Jesse, PPR, CJ Stroud, Jared Goff, or Kyler Murray. My God, everyone has the same problem.
Well, everyone drafted Kyler Murray, stashed him on IR. Now they're like, oh, now like,
what do we do?
Stroud.
All right, next one here is Anakin, Women and the Children 2 Skywalker.
Excuse me?
Anakin, Women and the Children 2 Skywalker. You know, like when Anakin Skywalker, killed all the sand people in the 2nd movie.
He goes on a lot of killing.
He does. He's
sprees.
You know,
a lot of anger issues.
They didn't have talk space back then where you could just like dial in and just talk about your feelings with somebody, for like an hour. Maybe you could have gotten that all straight now. We wouldn't have had the evil empire. Flowers, Rice, or Noah Brown, half PPR.
Flowers.
Hi, can I help you today? Yes, my name is Anakin, and I've got bad thoughts about killing gifted children in the Jedi Order. Wow, okay. We'll have to step that back a little bit. Maybe swipe your credit card, and then we can talk some more.
First, sir, I need you to put down your lightsaber.
Talk about coming in hot to a therapy session. I've got dark thoughts. Jeez, Anakin. It happens. It happens. Love gone wrong. Next thing you know, you're out there getting rid of all the future Jedis of the world. It's very sad. All right, let's get to Anthony Dolce's question. Fantasy Pros, Brian Robinson Jr., Zay Flowers, or Amari Cooper in the flex this week. Full PPR, and Devin Singletary or Ty Chandler in half. So let's do the Singletary Chandler part. What do you want?
Probably just do Singletary, just because I've already seen it from him.
And then Robinson Jr., Zay Flowers, or Amari Cooper in the flex.
If Antonio Gibson doesn't practice, I would probably say Brian Robinson.
Agreed. Yeah, that Gibson thing's a good point. Just saw that pop up today. Let's go to Ogre, Nico, Dell, or Addison.
Dell.
Okay. Banderson, Ford, or Ty Chandler.
Chandler.
Alex Wolf, Edwards, and Mitchell startable as a combo? Question mark?
Yeah, I like that. You get all the touchdowns from Edwards, and Mitchell gets all the yards.
All right. Puka or Amari Cooper?
Puka.
Let's go to, and this is a tough one, Katsawara Menditti. You're welcome. Can we trust Monty going forward?
Didn't he score a 75-yard touchdown last week?
I'm pretty sure that is true.
I think he'll be fine.
Burrow or Dobbs from Ryan Moore. Need to know.
What did I have?
I'd start Burrow over Dobbs. Dobbs is fun, but let's not get crazy here, folks. I'm playing Dobbs.
I think I have Burrow rank higher.
Michael Hodges, start 3 running backs. Mostert, McCaffrey, Gibbs, or Ty Chandler? I'm starting Mostert, McCaffrey, and Gibbs. This is not a hard question.
Yep.
Dominic Gazzetti. This is for the Fantasy Pros Championship tight end premium. Pick 1 of the wide receiver slot and 2 for flex. So DJ Moore, Hopkins, Addison, Puka, Logan Thomas. Those are the pieces.
1 wide receiver.
He says seaweed is the spaghetti of the sea. No, it's not. It's gross.
I would do DJ Moore, Hopkins, and Puka. So I'd sit Addison.
All right. MJ Ma. There's no vowels. Can I buy a vowel here? Flex Ford, Keaton Mitchell, or Trey McBride in a half PPR. Trey McBride is tempting here. I know it's only half
PPR. Dude, I'm gonna play Mitchell, man. Dude, the dude's so good.
Banderson again. Jerome Ford or Ty Chan. Look at Banderson getting in the chat.
Chandler for me.
All right. Nick Fleisch. Jared Goff, Kyler Murray. Well, we think we did that one. Let's go to Damian SU. Josh Allen versus New York Jets or Sam Howell versus the Giants. I'm playing Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
It's going to be a bounce back week for Josh Allen. Matthew Spagnolo. Hey, bros. Always appreciate the advice. Should I trade Devontae and Hollywood for AJ Brown? Yes. Yes.
I'm just
1,000
amazed
times
you can
yes.
get that trade done. Yes,
do that?
please.
You're my hero, Spags. If you can do that one, you're my absolute hero. We're gonna make a shirt of you and put it up on the shop if you pull that one off.
All right, that trade. Who's doing that?
People do stupid things, and he's already got Lamb, so you're gonna put Lamb and AJ Brown together.
God.
Mwah. That's a spicy meatball, Spagnolo. All right, super fast TT. I have Kyler, Fields, and CJ Stroud. Who do I drop?
Is this the same user just like giving different usernames with the same
question?
Are we getting
I want to know every situation, but like I don't want to drop them. They all have value. Somebody will pay you. Somebody will pay you. This is like an 18 league.
I guess. I mean, I'm probably just gonna drop Kyler.
I would agree. That's the guy. That's the bottom.
He still has his bye week. He still has to play.
Somebody will give you something. Shop around super fast. Shop around. Also, don't forget, while you're shopping around for football content, don't just hang out here at Fantasy Pros. No. As you can see the background behind Mr. Andrew Erickson, Betting Pros is the place to be, where Andrew and me, Joey P, talk betting. So go to bettingpros.com/NFL contest. Make those picks count. Weekly prizes, monthly prizes, a JSN jersey for the big winner. Make 5 picks a week. That's all you got to do. Not even bets, just picks. Gambling doesn't even have to be legal in your state, and you can do this. It's fun. We're giving away hats, t-shirts. We're giving away premium upgrades to Betting Pros and Fantasy Pros for free. So get in there, get it done. Download the Betting Pros app. It's incredible. If you haven't checked it out, if you're starting to wane about fantasy football and you're like, I want some more action, we are here for you. Download the Betting Pros app. Go to the community tab. Join the NFL contest. Bettingpros.com/NFL contest. It's fun. It's easy. It's a good time. Just like me. Fun, easy, and a good time. Let's get to the next one here. Sam WR. Chandler, Diontae Johnson, or Chuba Hubbard? Who do you want to start this week?
Chandler.
Look at you. Just no hesitation. Next one's from Johnson. Johnson wants to know Addison or Metcalf?
Metcalf.
Agreed. Ronan the Accused. Trade one. Trade one is send Stroud for Mostert and Kamara. You want to do that?
Well, it says or Kamara.
I said or Kamara.
If I need a running back, yeah, I'll take Kamara. If I feel good about QBs.
I would rather have Kamara. Trade Puka for Pacheco.
Again, if I prefer running back, then yeah. I mean, I like Pacheco a lot as a buy. So,
yeah. Corey Gould, Laporta or McBride in the tight end slot this week? I think they got to go Laporta here. As much as McBride is fun, I think it's still
I think it's just like I feel just like safer with Laporta because he's just done it longer. It's like, and he's a rookie. Like he's been more consistent. You know, McBride again has been.
And if Marquise Hollywood Brown starts to get a little bit more action this week in the self-correction, then you got to imagine some.
I also just love. I mean, McBride. I like both games to go over the totals.
Yeah, I do too.
But I think Laporta he's just been more consistent. I have them
trade
back
McBride.
To back.
Trade McBride. Just Corey. Trade McBride. He's past
trade
his
McBride
bye.
Or trade McBride. Trade McBride.
Trade McBride.
Trade McBride.
Trade McBride. I think that's somebody that Derek probably went to high school with. Trade McBride. I love when Derek's not here to defend himself. R. Peaver, bench one. James Cook, Kirk, Sutton, Keaton Mitchell. Who's the odd man out?
Cook. I don't really want to play.
So
Cook.
Is Keaton Mitchell ahead of Cook in your ranks this week, bruh?
I mean, he's close. I just want to play Keaton Mitchell. Like he's explosive. He's fun. Look, it's just like with the Achane stuff. It's like, the workload's not there. It's like, I mean, the Bengals run defense sucks. The Bengals run defense is horrible.
What do you really think, Andrew? Avery Strauss. I traded a Walker and Mostert for Breece Hall. Why? Christian Walker and Mostert for Breece Hall? That's okay. As long as it's not Ken Walker.
It was Ken Walker. Why is that bad? Breece Hall.
Breece Hall plays for the Jets now. Okay? The Jets with a quarterback who is floating on itself.
Horrible run defense. I like it.
I think it's too much.
Aaron Rodgers coming back. Don't worry.
Yeah. Sure. By the way, did you see that thing of him dropping? Did you see that? He was shaking hands with somebody. What was that?
Dude, I don't know. It's
he's got a bot. John, you always have the answers of crazy stuff like this. Aaron Rodgers had a box of something. He was shaking hands with somebody, and they turned around and picked up a box, and out of the box fell some sort of liquid in some sort of container that looked like it had a socket. It looked like a weird Molotov cocktail / like hipster tequila. I don't know what it was, but I want to know what's in there. In the words of Brad Pitt, what's in the box? What's in the box, Aaron? What's in the box? Let's go to Billy the Man, Tyler Chandler, or Najee Harris.
Tyler Chandler.
Okay, I would.
I'm not starting Najee.
All
I'm
right.
betting the unders on his rushing props. Give me Chandler.
All right, let's get Evan's question in here. Evan Tarachkin. I hope I said that right, Evan. I'm doing my best. Hi from Montreal. Love Montreal. Great city. I own Kyler and Olave. I think I can trade Olave for Hollywood. Would you do that?
Yep.
Okay. I would be less into that, but I understand why.
Why?
Suyash Kanugo. Hey, pros. Who do I flex this week? PPR league. Dell, Mixon, DJ Moore. Other starters are Swift, McCaffrey, Waddle, and Ayuk. You're already in a good spot. So if you can only flex one guy, it's hard not to.
Just keep playing Dell.
Yeah, it's fine. Play Dell. That's fine. Alex Hernandez, what's up, y'all? Full PPR. Darrell Henderson or Rico Dowdle is RB2 this week.
Bro, I hate both. I mean,
Rico.
I hate Darrell. I do not like Darrell Henderson, so I'll do Dowdle.
Rico, let's go. Now, John's telling me it was a bottle of tequila, but it looked like it had like a sock on top of it. So
yeah, that's how all 40-year-old men carry their tequila bottles around with socks on them.
Why? What? I don't even understand.
You'd have to ask Aaron Rodgers.
Is that like the special potion to recovering from Achilles surgery? That's wow. Before we go today,
laugh now when he comes back in December.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be laughing then too. He's gonna go out there for one play,
and then we'll all be walking around with tequila bottles with socks on them.
What's the day he wants to come back? Find the day in December he wants to come back, and I want to see who. I'm gonna tell you who's the sack that ends his career. That's the. I'm gonna pick the name out of that.
It's gonna be he's coming back to face the Patriots, of course.
Well, that's a harder thing to find, but we'll see. But I want to give away a Keenan Allen jersey today to one of you who hang out with us every single day when we do these live streams. We love that you hang out with us. So again, just as a quick reminder, this is what you do. You subscribe to the YouTube channel. You drop a comment below. You flip the bell on till it goes ding for notifications. Then you go to pristineauction.com. Sign up with the promo code FantasyPros. That's how we're tracking this. The link is down there, but you can remember it's easy. So when we log off today, I want you to run over because Pristine Auction's got great stuff. I got my Tom Brady jersey autographed here. The Zay Flowers thing that I got for my birthday autographed there. That's from Pristine Auction from D-Bro. We got incredible stuff here from them. PristineAuction.com, $10 off, Fantasy Pros. Put that code in when you sign up. And just like that, you could be entered to win this Keenan Allen jersey. We're giving it away today to somebody. Let that somebody be you. In the meantime, that'll do it for us. But I want that somebody to be you. That'll do it for us. But the story of the game goes on. For Andrew Erickson and our amazing producer, John, we'll see you next time, kids. Enjoy that Keenan Allen jersey. And enjoy that tequila, Aaron Rodgers, too. Enjoy that.
Arriba!
Arriba!